Peace, family. Peace. Peace, peace. So, I visited the Healthy Home Mart in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I gotta say, I really like the direction that they are trying to go in with the store because I found a lot of products that are processed that weren't so overly done, and they will help you all who are trying to transition. The main thing is convenience. And it gets really, really difficult when you feel like you have to make your bread if you want a sandwich. Make your mayonnaise if you want a sandwich. You have to make your meat if you want a sandwich. The easiest thing to prepare is the lettuce, right? It's hard sometimes if you don't know what to do and you're used to using certain products. It's hard. So, the main thing that I would like to contribute to helping make the change, or one of the main things, is the main teaching of Dr. Sebi. You want to be alkaline because what's the point in going vegan if you're not going to treat yourself the best and try to keep your body in an alkaline state? If your body is constantly being stuffed full of acidic processed foods, then you're going to get symptoms. You're going to get a, a clump of symptoms that they will classify as a dis-ease. Okay? And it's just because nobody ever helped you to understand that there's a certain way to treat your digestive tract. Okay? There's a certain way to treat your digestive tract. Like, I'm going to share something with you. Not only does the Dr. Sebi list matter, it matters a lot. But one of the main things that you really want to concentrate on is the texture and whether or not your digestive tract is lubricated, whether or not it's moving. You want to pay attention to these things, whether you can remember what's on the list or not. And if you are a Dr. Sebi vegan, you got to be balanced. You can't eat too much. You can't eat too much of the chickpeas and too much of the flours. Because, see, these things have been denatured as well. They have been separated from their water. So that means you have to compensate for that. And you have to be conscious of it. And if you are eating on the Dr. Sebi's list, and only on the Dr. Sebi list, you've got to be conscious of grabbing the fruit as well, incorporating fruit. And sometimes you just got to enjoy things in their rawest, purest form because it goes beyond what you're eating. It goes beyond what you're tasting in your mouth. See, that's one of the five deadly senses. One of the five deadly senses. They can be. Until you understand how to put reins on them, and then you understand that it's very powerful. Are you eating foods that heal you or kill you? Because we all know that vegan does not translate into health. Vegan does not equal healthy. I'm a foodie. That didn't change just because I'm vegan and because I follow Dr. Sebi's teaching. What I found is that at these vegan restaurants, the main ingredient is soy, tofu. And that's basically dog food, you know. But when you're a vegan, that's just something that if you're out and about, you might say okay to. I know I can't do it because I tried it. I tried it and I got sick as a dog. So, soy is not for me. When I'm home cooking, I like to eat my food. I like to cook my way. I like it to be clean. When I'm out, I like to try the things. It leaves a lot that you can't partake in. It leaves you home cooking. It leaves you frustrated because it's stuff you want to eat. You know, you can just go to the grocery store. But see, that's when the journey from within comes in. Okay? The journey from within, it sets in and you realize, like, I am a reflection of God in her purest form. I am. With my heart, with my thoughts. So, since I know this, then I respect myself that way. And so, when I start to fall off the wagon, as many of us often do, I have to remember that. You know, that's what brings me back to remember I am, I am worthy of the best. And and I actually give myself the best. And to do that, it does take willpower because you have to constantly drill yourself and tell yourself over and over again that you are worthy. You have to reprogram yourself. And then once you start reprogramming yourself, it's going to look like you're real cocky. And people might not like that because it is the norm. It's the baseline of acceptance to not accept compliments and to not feel secure in who and what you are. And you've got to understand that that's what it's truly about. It's about who are you? Do you know who you are? Are you going after the things that make you happy? Are you respecting boundaries? Are you protecting boundaries? Are you respecting yourself? Are you betraying yourself right now? Because you know, whatever it is, you know. You know. So that's how you pick yourself back up. No matter what, you gotta remember to tell yourself that it's just moment to moment and keep your vibration up by loving yourself, by not being too hard on yourself, by just taking it step by step, moment by moment. I had a cousin who came to visit my mom one day, and I guess he could tell that I was, feeling a little overwhelmed. And this was a long time ago. I was in middle school or something. I was younger. And he was like, "How do you eat an elephant?" And this is old, so I'm sure everyone has heard it by now. But just in case there's someone who hasn't, I thought about it. I didn't know what to say. And he just tells me, one bite at a time. And that stuck with me. It was something so simple. He probably doesn't even remember he said it to me, but that stuck with me. And it was never my pursuit to go out and be vegan. It was never my pursuit. You know, I always say veganism chose me because I chose me. I chose me. I chose me. And when I chose me, everything that I wanted me. And it started just pouring into my life. And sometimes the things that don't even look like you're just like, oh my gosh, why did that happen? Why? And it's it's like time tells you why, and you have peace with it, and you're good, and you learn things about yourself the whole time. And so that that really truly is the journey within and how to just stick to it. stick to it. Just don't give up. Don't give up. But in the meantime, here are some things, some products that are already prepared that will help you out. Okay? This bread, sourdough, spelt bread, it is Dr. Sebi approved. Now, the ups is that it's already made, it's done. The downs is that it's expensive because it's like $7 for this little loaf. And it's dry. But I found, because I really, really, really would prefer to eat on the list. Steam it and then put in the toaster or put in the oven. All this has is spelt flour, water, and sea salt. So I do a lot of open face sandwiches too. So another product is this ketchup from Organicville. I make my own ketchup. I do. But I don't have to have ketchup with every meal. My daughter, on the other hand, oh my goodness. I mean, the tomatoes, the making it, the pot stirring, the peeling of the tomatoes. I can't promise my baby some ketchup every time we eat if I got to make it. And I'm just telling y'all the truth. Organicville ketchup, tomato puree, agave nectar, white vinegar, salt, organic powder, onion powder, and organic spices. That is an option for ketchup. Another option for ketchup is these organic strain tomatoes. I found these at this market as well. Now I've already used a lot of these products. Mix it with a little bit of agave, stir it, pinch of salt, ketchup. Got a tomato sauce. So then Organicville chili sauce. It's the same deal as the ketchup. Only they add a few things like cayenne pepper and white pepper. And that's not on Dr. Sebi's list. But it's sweetened with agave. You see, you're just making your way up the Dr. Sebi vegan. But you got to start. You have to start somewhere. I found this mayonnaise. You don't always have chickpeas. You don't always have aquafaba. And sometimes you just might want a sandwich with mayonnaise on it. You might be in love with Dukes. I was in love with Dukes. When I was 268, I loved me some Dukes. It doesn't have soy. It's soy free. It's gluten free. Non-GMO, non-dairy. That is a huge jump. Just by making that one little switch, that one little change, you've eliminated a lot of acidifying foods from your diet. Quit focusing on, what you're not doing perfectly and start focusing on what you're doing right. What you focus on is what grows. And then keep expanding upon that. I got some Vitaspelt. Most people are familiar with that. All it is spelt. I got some pasta, angel hair, nature's legacy, and I got some rye flour. So another store though that I went to as far as options when you're trying to transition, I like to do, everybody needs to be drinking their sea moss. Some people can't tough it out just the way it tastes. I mean, it's too much for some people. So, I mean, you can get something like this. Like this is going to save you a bunch of time and money and energy and effort. It's already something that's prepared. It's 100% mango pulp. You get one of these, cut it open, put it in the blender with your sea moss. You saved yourself a lot of time and money and energy and effort. Now you're doing something for yourself, for the health and wealth of yourself that you weren't doing before. So praise yourself for that. Treat yourself like God. Treat yourself like God. And don't even look at the times that you're not eating on Dr. Sebi's list. Don't even look at it as, you're failing at something. That's a moment in your life. You're going to get something from it. Every experience, be blessed with it. Be blessed for it. And be honest. And by living your most honest truth and giving yourself the things that you love, you will find the path that you're supposed to be on. You will. I want you all to have a smooth transition. I don't want you to fall off the wagon and think that it's over. Your health belongs to you. It belongs to you. And we can make these changes together. All of us are just following our life path. We all get to different things at different times. And sometimes we get to certain things at the same time. And usually, those are the times. Those are the times that we live for. Self-reflect, honest self-reflection in a loving way. And you'll just find yourself doing more and more of the things that you actually like to do. That's where the true wealth and abundance of life is always. It's always in how you feel in your heart. So, peace, gods and goddesses. I love you all. I hope this helps. Vibrate love and vibrate well. Love y'all.